Hey family, today what we gonna be doing is out back cooking on the hibachi grill. We out there playing music and stuff, so what I think I'm gonna do is just record it, edit it, and do a voiceover because I don't want no static, and I cannot stay back there the whole time just quiet. Okay, so I'll go out, record, show y'all how I do my hibachi meal, and that's that on that. Okay, I'll be back. So this is the rice we're going to be starting with, and this is some rice that I cooked the day before, just some regular plain long grain rice. And okay, it's me and my husband Steven that will be tag teaming the grill because I don't have three hands, obviously. So he is chopping up the rice on one side, and I'm over there trying to get the lumps and chunks down out of the rice because it is cold. It's best to cook your fried rice with day old rice that's already been cooked and cooled down, or rice that you've had. Like sometimes I cook rice and we have leftover, I put it in the freezer. So yeah, because you don't want your rice freshly hot cooked and cooking it on hibachi. It will stick and be you'll have a hibachi full of mush. Okay, so yeah, that's it on the rice. Now I've added salt and pepper and some butter. So now we're trying to let the butter melt, and that's some sesame seeds right there that we throw in. And also I was heavy with the salt and pepper, but it all came together, you know because you want it. And that's another thing I've noticed too, in cooking on the hibachi grill, is you literally don't need any seasoning except salt and pepper. You really get to taste the food. So right there, I'm putting on some soy sauce, and it's getting all good and brown. And you just put as much soy sauce as you like. There's no rule to this thing. Just how much ever you want, you put how much ever you like. Okay? Okay, now we have already fried the rice, and we put it over, my husband put it over to the side over there to let it chill out for a second. It's nice and brown the way we want it. Now we are going to be cooking the shrimp and the vegetables, the zucchini. So I just put some oil down on the grill, and then I put the zucchini and the shrimp. I'm sprinkling that with salt and pepper as well. We just gonna separate that out. Make sure and spread the shrimp out nicely so it can be evenly cooked. You don't want to have it all in a pile. So, you want that evenly cooked. And then we're gonna add some butter over there to the zucchini. And also butter and lemon juice gets added to the shrimp. And also I put some sesame seeds on the zucchini as well. You see, you flipping it, and you making that wrist flip like it's stir fry. Whip it, in the words of the Migos. So we gonna add that butter on that shrimp, and we stirring that up real good on them zucchini, honey, letting it get a little bit tender. I still like mine. And there goes Steven. That's the third hand over there. Steven is getting it and cutting it up a little bit smaller. I like my zucchini still with a little crunch to it, not too soft and soggy. So that's again adding some soy sauce and the lemon juice. And we're adding that to the zucchini as well, along with the soy sauce over there too. Y'all, this food was so good. I mean, it's like I don't ever have to go back to another Japanese steakhouse ever. I really don't. Because with a family of 4 or 3, we pay almost like $100, damn near. Including with drinks and stuff. So hell, why not just spend less than 100 to feed us that have leftovers, a lot of leftovers? Because, and then what I'm doing here now, what we do is I get the to-go trays, and then I portion it out between, it's me, my husband, my son, and then we have a 4th tray that we just set up just in case, anybody extra comes by and just wanted some food, or for us for leftovers, if which our portion, you can eat 2 times out of it, because the portion that each one of us get is no way that you can eat all of that in one setting. So it's a lot of food. So that's what we do. I'm separating it off in our little to-go trays. And then we're going to be moving on to the next. Okay, so now I am putting, after the shrimp and the zucchini is already portioned out, is removed from the grill, now we move it on to the steaks. So I put some oil on the grill and we grilling the steaks. These are fillet cuts of steak. And there I just put some salt and pepper on the steak too for seasoning. That right there is some mushrooms that I'm going to put some butter on. Then we're going to do some salt and pepper and some soy sauce. Mushrooms don't take long at all to cook. We just want them to get, a little tender, but not too much. So anyway, back to the steak. So these steaks were filet cut steaks. That is one of the most tender cuts of steak ever. When I tell y'all, this steak, I don't know what else to say. It's no words. It's no words how it just melts in your mouth. But anyway, that is literally only 4 filet steaks. What I did was I cut the steaks in half so it can be thinner and it can cook quicker. So yeah, it looks like a lot, but it's literally just 4 small steaks that's cut in half. So there is mushrooms. I'm just trying to get it off the grill because we don't want to overcook them. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to grill the steaks on both sides, and then we're going to start cutting them up so it can also be portioned out. Okay, so that's what you're going to see coming up in the next clip. Okay, so the steaks have been grilled on both sides, and now I'm starting to cut them up. Now, my knife is a little dull, but because I'm trying to tell you, I really could have gotten 2 forks and just pull this meat apart, but I didn't want it all shredded. I wanted it in chunks, but the meat was tender. My knife was just a little bit dull. And then on top of that, y'all, please, whatever you do, when you're cooking on hibachi, I know y'all can't see my wrist, but don't ever wear metal bracelets. Them bracelets was tearing my arms up because of the heat from the grill. It was making the bracelets hot, and it was like just burning me up. So that's what was taking me a little bit long. I was in pain, child. So I was like, Steven, you got to come help a sister out. So at some point you're gonna see where he starts cutting up some of the steak, so I can take a little step back, because yeah, with the knife, yeah, there he go right there. I'm like, look, you got to come to my rescue. So I put some butter on the steaks to get it nice and juicy, which it was already juicy, but you know, butter never hurt nobody. Just a little bit. I've already seasoned it, so the only thing I'm gonna do after this, after all the steaks get nice and juicy with the butter melted, now we adding some soy sauce. Yep. And we just gonna, you know, keep flipping it and tossing it and make it do what it do. You want to make sure that the steak is not overdone, because we don't, you know, want to be chewing on rubber here. But I like my steak medium well done. Is just a little bit too much, but medium well, that's when you can taste the good juiciness of the steak. So there we go. Steak is done. We portioning that off in the to-go boxes again. And now, last but not least, we're going to move on to the last item on the menu, and that is the teriyaki chicken. Okay, so the grill is all scraped off. We always want to start with a little oil so you know your food doesn't stick. That is some chicken that we just threw on there. This is chicken, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now, you can work with chicken breasts if you want. I just think that chicken thighs are more juicier. It just tastes better to me. So, yeah, you want to spread your chicken thighs, your chicken out. I chose to pre-cut them up before putting them on the grill. I've already done it both ways, where I put the whole thighs on the grill and then cut them up. But to me, this way is just much easier. So I just season it with some salt and pepper. And of course, your chicken is going to take a little bit longer to cook because it's chicken. Now, it ain't steak. So you can't make, your chicken can't be medium well. Your chicken got to be well done. Unless you like to get salmonella, then hey, you go for it. But the chicken takes a little bit longer because you want to make sure that the chicken is well cooked, done all the way through, no pink, because you will be getting sick. So I'm just there making sure that it's being, that it's getting done. So here I'm putting on teriyaki sauce. Now it's in a teriyaki bottle, but I had to make my own teriyaki sauce. I don't know about y'all, but most times, when you get the teriyaki sauce out the store, it is extremely salty. So I make my own teriyaki sauce. The only thing you need is some soy sauce, honey, and brown sugar. And then you mix to your liking of sweetness, saltiness. Yeah, and then, so I don't measure. I just add it all together and I just taste and see what it needs more of as I go. So that's all you put on the chicken is salt and pepper, the teriyaki sauce, and I put some sesame seeds on it. So we just making sure that the sauce gets nice and caramelized and thick. Yes, honey. Y'all, this chicken was so good and flavorful. Look at it. Usually, I would put onions on the side or in it, but I didn't feel like that today, and I don't like big crunchy onions, so I just didn't bother doing onions or bell peppers. So that's an option if you like onions and bell peppers. There you have it. You can add that. It's just what you want to do. Once again, there's no rules. If it can fit on the grill, put it on there. If you want to hibachi a whole alligator, do that. That's on you. It's no rules. So there you have it, y'all. That's all we cooked. I will show y'all a picture of the one of our to-go trays. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoy it. Here comes the picture. Okay. Okay, so this is the finished results. We have the rice, steak, zucchini, shrimp, and the teriyaki chicken. I made my own white sauce, and I just usually take a little bit and just do a drizzle like that over it. And that is it. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all in next video. So remember to stay blessed, drink clean water, and mind your own business. Bye.